had grammar number 1, which is on apostrophes. You know you use apostrophes when you're using conjunctions. And you usually put the apostrophe where the letter is removed, like doesn't, your, cheese, etc. You also use apostrophes to show possession. Put apostrophe before the S, like Blake. Put the S after, the apostrophe after Blake, add an S, so it shows possession, like Blake's shirt. Although some names end in S or sound or S sound, they are not required to have the second S added with apostrophe form. Like Joneses or Jones, you don't add you use an apostrophe where the noun that should follow is implied. So like it's an example right on the board. I really don't get what they're saying, but just put the apostrophe. I'm trying to really get that rule. And then use apostrophes to show plural possessions, which you make the noun plural first and then add the apostrophe. Another example. This goes like to show we have like last names. You make it plural, you just put your apostrophe after the last S. And you do not use the apostrophe for the plural of a name. Like the chains. Just leave it as is. Use the apostrophe with a single compound noun. And show possession with the apostrophe S at the end of the word. Like mother-in-laws, put the apostrophe S after law. And using the compounds plural, you make the plural noun, you make the noun plural first and then you use the apostrophe. Use the apostrophe and S after the second name if only two possesses the same item. And then say if it was like, if you're trying to indicate separate ownership, you would put Caesar's and And you never use apostrophes or possessive nouns like his, a personal possessive pronouns like his, hers, its, theirs, yours, and whose. And the only time an apostrophe is used when it's is when it equals it is and it's. Is ownership. Use apostrophes or capital letters or numbers when the meaning can be unclear otherwise. Like eyes. When you say please don't dot your eyes. That's good. And then
Oh.
but we have worksheet.
Well, for the worksheet, we have on the board activity for the class, so it can kind of get them into apostrophes. So we'll do that all together. Okay, so the top part of the worksheet will be, I'm going to put the words up there and you tell me what it will be with an apostrophe. And then the next part will be, it's going to be in an apostrophe and you tell me the correct words to go to the apostrophe. Like write it out. You know what I'm saying? You do? Oh, okay.
So you want us to write stuff down?
You'll see.
No, I'm going to write it on the board and then just tell me. Like this.
Put it.
It's easy stuff. Put it. Right. Right. No. Right.
Shield.
Right.
Ooh, that's a tricky one.
May not. Might not.
Trick question.
Wouldn't?
You keep it the same.
Mightn't.
On the worksheet, it says might not. It says might not.
It's just that we don't use it.
We don't use it.
But no. What's the answer?
I need help.
You don't have the answers on your worksheet?
Not for this one, no.
You guys got computers? Look it up.
I mean, would it?
I'm not going to tell you because if I'm wrong, it'll be on YouTube.
Would you think it might?
Apostrophe? I can't spell apostrophe.
APO.
That's not.
How do you look it up? Michael, isn't it?
It's not Mike.
Tell them. They don't know.
It doesn't say,
M-I-G-H-T-N apostrophe T.
ma'am.
M-I-G-H-T-N apostrophe T.
I thought it was M-I-G-H-N apostrophe T.
Yeah, I might have
that's
spelled
what
it wrong.
Oh.
Mightn't.
I never heard of that one, but you don't use it though, right?
It's not commonly used, but it's a thing.
Okay.
It's a good one.
How about this one?
Mightn't.
Good job, Anna. And
No.
good job.
Mightn't we go to the movies later?
Whoa.
We might.
That's weird. I can't believe that.
It sounds British. Oh,
It does.
like ethnicity.
Should not.
You were.
Yeah.
You will.
Good job,
Oh, they said all of them?
You guys are geniuses.
Oh. But now it's a harder worksheet that you guys are gonna have to do. Okay?
It's harder. It's just not hard.
It's really.
It's a little hard.
It has a
It's
might on
okay.
it.
Might.
This is
Yeah.
elementary stuff. We're in college.
Any more? Are you missing one?
Do you have any more?
You need to.
Yeah, we have more. Yeah.
Oh, here's two. There you go. Now we're cooking.
The first person done is when we're gonna stop. First person done get a prize.
Ooh, a prize.
Hurry.
Cash?
First person to get them all right. It's another prize. Hurry.
I heard a rumor that you guys had a wad of $100 bills
Mm-hmm.
that you were giving away.
That you should never listen to wrong.
Okay.
Okay.
Look, special effects.
What is the summary?
What?
S-A-R-I-S, what's that? I never read it.
Do you need a worksheet?
I'll take one. Sure.
I don't know, it's a thing. I don't know. Pretend it says scarf, I don't know.
Thank you.
Which one?
SARIS. It's just a thing. It's a noun, I don't know what it is.
Look it up.
It's an Asian woman's card.
Did I?
Thank you, Anna.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
You're on one. You're on one.
I doubt all of these are right. Should have got the right.
You're done? Everybody stops.
It's all wrong.
You get the pleasure of going over it. Chelsea. Hey, you're still writing. You're still writing. You're not to be disqualified.
You going over this?
Yes.
Alright, y'all ready? Alright. So the first one's done. Who has the second one? Does anyone have the second
I'm
one?
finished. What's the answer to number 2?
I don't really know.
The men's wife.
The men's wife?
Yes.
The tribes, police.
Number 3?
They didn't hear you.
What was it?
They didn't hear you.
Then you mean the tribes, police?
Right.
You going?
Anybody
Number
can
4,
jump
the
out.
tricky one. Who's got number 4 and spell it?
The trees of tree.
Spell the tree.
TREE apostrophe S.
No.
Oh!
That's a
That's
apostrophe.
Curses to you.
No, I had the S before the apostrophe.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I did.
He's dyslexic.
Yeah, I can't read. Right.
Uh-huh.
I think you can look at it, and it's a little awkward. Word right above it.
So
You go the other way.
the fruit of the
That's what I
trees
do
is
when I'm
trees with the apostrophe after the S.
Y'all gave it away when y'all said spell it.
You still spelled it wrong.
I know that, but still, I got confused on it.
Who has the wisdom of the ancestor? Thank you.
Really.
The next one.
Mango trees roots.
No, the roots of the mango tree.
The mango tree's roots. Yeah. And spell it, Anna.
Mango trees, tree with apostrophe.
You can spell anything.
Mango, well, all you have to spell is tree.
Right. The next one.
Yeah, why don't you?
Anybody?
I already spelled the word, but I got it wrong.
No participation?
The women's Saris.
Thank you.
I got that right too.
My sister's opinion.
Thank you.
The branches of the tree.
The trees, branches.
This side of the room is very quiet. It's very quiet.
Y'all stop talking.
I don't get a prize.
Y'all got one. Why don't you get a prize?
Do I get one?
Yeah, you answer one.
Can somebody else answer the last?
They can do the next one.
Can someone do the last one?
And one.
The children's laughter.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good job.
But this isn't help. You aren't telling us where the apostrophes go. It's all the same thing, but we don't know where the apostrophes are.
Okay.
We're
no
just
I
problem.
know where it is.
We're
so
just
I'm
saying
good.
it all.
Okay.
It would sound the same if they were plural.
It sounds the same wherever the apostrophes are.
Yes, ma'am. We're gonna write it on the board for you.
I don't need help.
I don't know. I don't know.
Thank you, Anna.
why is it in between the N and the S? Because I feel like men's, it's supposed to be like men is, like, and that's how you combine it. Does that make sense?
Wait,
Like, I feel like the apostrophe is supposed to be after the S.
because it's plural?
Yeah.
Men is a plural
But-
by itself.
Oh, man.
So when the plural form of the word doesn't have an S on the end, it's still apostrophe S, like children or men. Or women.
Because men would be men are.
Do I still get a
anyways.
prize?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Can't really say men is. Because,
Yeah.
yeah.
I just see it like a contraction.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when you put two words together, and that's what I always think about.
Yeah, that's why it's just weird.
Yeah.
Do you know how to do apostrophes?
No.
You don't?
Like, no, I'm really not. Like, I do, but it's confusing because, like, all those words, like, tribes, like, I feel like that doesn't even, like, the tribe, never mind. Well, like, it needs an S, but I feel like the apostrophe is supposed to be after the S. Because when you put two words together, you put it in between, like, it's like the missing letter. And I feel like when you're replacing the apostrophe before the S, it's replacing it like as an I for like the missing letter, like men is or tribe is, but that doesn't even make any sense because you can't put is after that. It's not like grammatically correct.
Well, that's right in contractions.
Yeah, like
But
would
not-
not and could not, like when you're combining two words, but you're not combining two words right there, so that's why it confuses me, but I'll figure it out.
This was supposed to help you.
I feel like I just confused you.
Okay. So, what's your name?
Grace.
Grace. Tell me, what are you confused with? You just said is, and I was like, what? Go ahead.
Sounds like the possessive form maybe is what confuses you.
I guess it's like I think of it as when I see an apostrophe, I always think of contractions and not really using it as for possession.
Right.
And
Right.
so, like I think of like could not, would not, like the things I did
Right.
earlier. Like I know, like those things are fine. I know all those, but stuff like this, and you have to make these plural. I don't understand that.
You're not the only one. Take that. It is kind of hard. Like sometimes you
But
don't
yeah, I don't know where if the apostrophe is before the S or after the S. Because I feel like if I put it before the S, I'm like replacing it, like I'm using it as a contraction, but I'm not. It's
Tell her teacher.
Well, I feel weird when words already end in S, like Jones. I don't know where to put
like
that.
Jones
Right.
is. I feel like that's not even a like that's not a word. Like do you know what I'm saying?
I
Like
thought it would be Jones and then apostrophe.
No, because it
That's kind of hard.
like your last name, Jones, it's a name. You don't put it after. Because it's singular.
So what?
Jones is singular.
Wait, so
Oh,
let's write it
actually,
down.
now y'all are confusing me. Is it like this? If we're talking about
One
their
person,
house?
right?
No,
That's one,
no. That's one Jones.
if you're doing multiple Jones.
But if that's their last name, you can't change your last name.
Yeah, but you can make it plural by adding the ES.
Like Smith.
Like the Joneses, keeping up with the Joneses.
Yeah.
E-S?
Yeah.
And then apostrophe.
I've never
Another
seen that in my
Jones,
life.
yeah.
Joneses?
Well,
What?
read
I've
Jones.
never seen this in my life. This looks like Joni's.
That's why we do
That's
grammar
why
Schmammar.
If it wasn't the apostrophe,
That's one Jones.
but it gives it possession, like Jones.
Just like,
Give us different
I know, but now
last
I'm
names.
confused.
Give them
Yeah,
a
do a
different
different
last name,
last
You can use my
Form
last
would be
name.
the
Well, that one doesn't end in S.
Yeah, that one's easy.
Nobody wants to do Smith.
You wanna do Carter then?
No, it
No.
doesn't end in S.
Change.
Here.
see,
Keep
What
going.
if it ends in S? So would you do ES? Because this is stupid.
Well, you would do ES for plural, like if you were a teacher and you had 6
Many.
Lucases in your class.
Like as
and
a
you were
first
like,
name.
yeah. Or if there was a
this was
family,
like,
if there was a family with the last name Lucas,
yeah.
they would be the Lucases with an ES.
Since when?
Since
Beginning of punctuation.
since my mom, everybody's mom.
Your mom and everybody. Sorry.
This is why my name doesn't end in S.
Not either, girl.
Oh, but no, you do.
So how do you know when to put it before the S or after the S?
For what?
Like for trees, like why is it one time before the S and one time
More
after?
than
Because
one
it's
tree.
one tree.
Oh.
Trees.
It's not gonna help you if everybody answers, right?
Because this started out as multiple trees, and then this is just a mango tree, and it's talking about it.
So- is that just one woman or one man? That doesn't make any sense because
Wait.
Men
This
is,
is men, so it's a group of
Men.
men. Not
You
just
don't say
one
men's.
man, you say man's, say men. So
yeah, but it would be
You think you just
think
say
you
men.
men is.
But you would say men are anyways.
yeah no, but if you put it at like I don't get what's the difference between you put it after the S. Like I feel like it should be after the S because I don't know why I just feel like
Yes, Mr. Sweeney. Well,
So, the plural, if it's a plural word that ends in S,
This isn't a word.
right.
That's not a word, so you can't put it here. This is the word.
oh.
So it has to go here. Because this doesn't even exist. It's not a word.
looks weird.
It's plural, but it doesn't end in S by itself.
It's tribes. Tribes isn't a word either, unless you have.
Tribe is, but if
Tribe.
it's
But
possession.
tribes isn't. Like if you.
Right, so that's why it's apostrophe S.
Okay, that makes sense now. I get it.
Tribes would be a word if
Okay.
there were a lot of tribes.
yeah.
I get it. I get it now.
Jordan, you got it?
Yeah, whatever she just did just helped me. I understand it.
Cool.
Tribes is a word if there's more than one tribe.
Yeah.
Don't confuse me.
Like,
No, I
if-
just
so-
understood.
Like if there's lots.
But there's more than one tribe, it'll be tribes.
Like lots of tribes.
Written like that, right?
No,
No,
there's more than one tribe, it'll be
that's possessive.
Like this is
written like
like
this.
Well, that's plural.
Indian tribes. There's lots of them. But if Indian tribe, hold on.
If they're saying this, the tribes, the Indian
Hold on.
tribes,
Okay.
caves, you know.
This
Africa.
is, pretend there's the Indian tribes land. Now it's
That's one tribe's land.
Yeah. So
Okay.
what
If
with two?
this is a lot of tribes
it's a lot.
land, if we got like Cheyenne, Indians, Cherokee, Choctaw, Shuckers, whatever, this is where they all live. You know what
That
I'm saying?
makes sense. That makes sense. Thank you. I really understand it. That's awesome.
Record her.
No, don't make me nervous.
That is awesome. Thank you guys.
Anybody else?
We have some more questions.
I understand.
Anna, we know. But you're good though. Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Everybody else is good?
So we know it's, with the apostrophe is it is though, right? Because that really bothers me. And the difference between the yours and the theirs, because those bother me too.
Yeah, I think those will come up in.
Oh, I'm doing that.
Those will come up in the
You're all
later
done?
grammar Schmammar by themselves.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to cover
She-
those.
Oh,
talk
those are
about that all
different?
day.
Somebody has those?
You don't have to cover those.
Or you have to kill those because I hate those words.
Okay.
I heard something about prizes. I don't know.
There are prizes.
Hey, Mrs. Sweeney want a prize.
You can't promise a prize and not give a prize.
Don't mind if you went back.
Did you make all of those?
Yeah, I did.
That is the extra effort right there.
Here you go.
I don't want to. Thank
That's what I would do.
Blake,
I
I told you to make that.
Yeah, because I bought
you. Or cash.
and then it was cloudy on the
Are they Halloween?
Thank you.
Yeah, that's
Hang on, let's get this. The prize. The end.